Hello my lovely sunshiners, I just wanted to come on and share another tip with you, and this one is know your gremlins. We all have them. We all have those little niddling voices that pop up and put you down and make you feel like you're worthless and whatnot. But there is a way that you can tell them to bugger off and not to be annoying you. So, know your gremlins. You know that horrible voice that tells you that you're pants, that goes, yeah, typical when something goes wrong for you. It's not real. It's just not a real voice. It just feels like it because it represents all your worst fears playing on a loop in your head and wearing you down. It's not easy to flip the off switch on your inner critic, but here's a way to stop taking it so damn seriously. You know, quite often we'll do something and, you know, like this morning, for example, I was getting out some cornflakes out of the cupboard and putting them in my bowl, and I missed my bowl and it went all over the worktop. And the first thing that I said to myself was, oh, you're such an idiot. You know, you're so clumsy at times. What is wrong with you? And that, when I stopped and thought about it, I thought, this is me. It's a bowl of cornflakes. You know, what are you stressing about? Stop worrying about it. It's just cornflakes. Brush them up, put them in bin, start again. You know, but straight away my inner critic was like, oh, you idiot, what are you doing that for, you know? So we all have them and they're all there and they do come up quite often. So what we need to do is know your gremlin. If this voice was a cartoon character, what would it look like? Would it be witchy? Would it be troll-like? Would it be a mini version of you? Kind of cute, despite everything. What does your inner gremlin look like? When you picture it, what is it that you see? Now for me, it's a mini version of me who's telling myself that I'm an idiot or whatever it may be. So it's a mini version of me that I see. Next, give it a name. You could call it the evil queen, you could call it the mini me, you could call it the voice of doom. But pick something silly, and in that, when you do that and you give it a silly name, it stops you taking your inner critic so seriously. So, you know, give it a name. I call mine Susan. Stupid Susan, because it's just, that's what came up for me one time when I was doing something and I was thinking about something and that name sort of came up and I was saying to myself, oh, go away, stupid Susan. You know, so that's what I call mine. Next time you notice your inner critic whittling away, say hello. Oh, hello, it's the voice of doom again. You can picture it sitting in front of you, jabbering away. If you try and make it into a person, and this is not me saying that you need to be talking to yourself and having conversations with yourself and, you know, as if it's a real person and such like, but what I'm saying is that if you make it into, you know, something that's not inside yourself and that you can actually see, then you can talk to it and tell it to bug off. You can also give it some love. Imagine you are giving your inner critic some love. It's okay, it's just part of yourself that's scared and is trying to keep you safe. Because again, your inner critic isn't always your enemy. Your inner critic can also be your saviour in some ways, where it's trying to keep you safe and it wants you to, you know, not do something because it's frightened that you're gonna get hurt or, you know, you might fail at it, whatever it may be. But just think about why your inner critic's saying what it's saying anyway. Or you can bat it away. If you don't feel like giving it love, imagine you are flicking it away. Say not today, thanks, and flick it off or brush it aside or whatever works best for you. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to take any notice of what it's saying, but work with what comes up and what is best for your situation. Can you share with someone you trust the sort of things your inner critic says? Saying the words out loud can be really helpful, and it's a way for you to help them lose their power. And what I mean by that is, if you say you know, you can talk to your mum, or you could talk to your husband, your boyfriend, your best friend, your brother, your sister, whoever it may be, if you can talk to them and say, this is what I keep saying to myself all the time, they might offer you some reassurance so that you know that whatever your inner critic's saying is not true, because they don't think it's like that for you. So if they don't think it is, then you shouldn't think it is either. So it does help to actually talk to people about it. This is quite one that you can dig deep on, because you can journal on it and write down a lot of the things that you say to yourself that are critical, and then look at them and reframe them into a way of making it into a positive statement instead of it being a negative one. So give that a go, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye for now.